Hey guys, I wanted to hop in and show you guys a little bit more about bronzer. So you've heard me say bronzer is not contour, contour is not bronzer. You do not use them interchangeably. You can't use your bronzer for a contour, you can't use your contour for a bronzer. So let me show you what bronzer really is and when you should add it to your routine and why it's awesome, where to place it. So bronzer is going to give you a true sun-kissed glow. It's basically a little bit of warmth, a little bit of a tan in a tin. Tan in a tin, not in a can, in a tin. So this is my bronzer. It is super warm. These three are all contours actually, but this is my bronzer. It's my, my warmest shade. And I use it for different reasons. I use it because I like a little bit of a sun-kissed glow. I like to look kind of tan, but I am a little bit older now, and I am learning that I cannot. You're all done with your smooth ball? 4-year-old's got to show off his kinetic sand. Good job, baby bear.
Like it?
Yeah, I love it. Okay, let me finish my show, okay?
It's so
Okay. Anyway, so my bronzer I use when I want a little bit of warmth to my face. I use it a lot during the winter when I am feeling a little bit pasty and pale. Like today, this is kind of a pale look for me. I use it when I want to warm up my makeup, and I use it when I am changing shades, getting darker in the summer. So I will use it to transition my makeup a lot. If I'm not quite ready to go all the way to the next shade, I will use it to add a little bit of color to make my skin look right as I start to get darker when summer comes around. So I am using the big square brush to apply this one. This is my favorite brush for bronzer to apply with this big fluffy end. I really like just a nice, light, smooth coat of bronzer, and it's gonna come off really heavy because I dipped my finger in this for another video. So I'm just gonna get the tiny, tiny, tiniest, can you see, just barely any makeup on there, and I am just gonna take it and I am just gonna lightly, lightly, lightly brush it across my forehead. So when you bronze, you want to do the areas that naturally get sun-kissed. So if you are laying outside too long, if you're sitting at a soccer game too long and you get a little bit sun-kissed on your face, that's where you want your bronzer to go. So it's gonna be across the middle of your forehead. Remember, this isn't contour, so we're not contouring with it. Across the middle of the forehead, on top of the cheekbones is where I would brown up a little bit, and across the bridge of the nose. A lot of times also people will have a darker chest than they do face because we are better at protecting the skin on our face than we are on our chest and neck. So you can bronze your neck if you need to blend your shades better too. So anyways, or if you need to bronze your face to match your neck. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna dust a little bit on, you can see how that tiny bit just came off, on top of my cheeks. The nice thing about this is it's cream also, so it's just gonna blend seamlessly into all the other makeup you've already got on from doing your foundation. So I'm just gonna glow on top of my cheeks a little bit, and I am gonna dust a tiny bit on top of my nose. I'm just gonna add that little bit of warmth and bronze to my face. So I love, love, love bronzer. I honestly use it almost every day. I also really like that it kind of blends into my contour a little bit, so you can't see so much demarcation in my makeup between like my highlight, my contour, my blush. I feel like this just kind of gives it something to blend it all together and start transitioning those colors from the cool of the ashy undertone of my contour to the warm blush to all the things. So there's bronzer. Where to use it, why it's awesome. If you need it in your life, be sure to add it. If you do need an awesome cream, bronzer, and brush to apply it with, if you buy the two together, the bronzer and the brush, you save $10, which is super cool. Okay, thanks.